Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nate's Vintage Trains and the 2024 Los Angeles Live Steamers Fall Meet. Here, we are going to take a ride along the whole layout of Los Angeles Live Steamers behind double-heading Pennsylvania Railroad locomotives. We have first a 210 decapod in 1.5 or 6 scale, 7.5 inch gauge, and a K5 Pacific type. 462, that is. So, with our introductions out of the way, let's take a ride with a big doubleheader at Los Angeles Live Steamers. We start our journey behind some of the storage barns and the main steaming bay area, and the first tunnel we head through is Disney Tunnel. We have a few friends here, mainly from Southern California Live Steamers. Alex is directly in front of me, and Richard is wearing that dapper cap on the front of the car that's in front of us that we're riding on.
Double heading, Pennsy K5, and decapod.
Once we're through the tunnel, this is one of 3 tunnels that we will go through, each of which is built for going underneath one of the many trails in Griffith Park.
Say hi, Alex. Hi!
It's a beautiful place and worth your visit if you are in the Los Angeles area. It's hard to imagine such a place with that much wilderness and wildlife. Check out my last week's video to see some deer in it, by the way, in such a city and urban environment. But it is a nice little escape in the hustle and bustle of the second largest city in the United States. Los Angeles Live Steamers is one place that has working automatic block signals, either from line side or from above gantries that are above the track in the locomotive. In this case, it's above the track here. It does prevent accidents, but it might cause a few traffic jams, which have been common at meets in the past, so better make sure you pay attention. For red is stop, yellow is you might stop, and green is go.
Gotta love it when a railroad has working block signals.
Now we're at the very west end next to Travel Town. This is a pretty interesting museum, and it is worth a visit if you happen to go by Los Angeles Live Steamers. Usually both are open on Sundays, while Travel Town is open most days of the week. Anyway, we make our way around and eventually go over the largest bridge at LA. This is quite the feat, and hopefully you're not scared of heights when you go over it, and don't step off the train if you can help it.
many people today means it'll be a fairly clear run, but I see yellow up ahead.
Now we are heading eastbound back towards the main infield, if you will, of LA Live steamers. To the left is a lower track, which is not used too often. It was out of service for quite some time due to some drainage construction of some sort. I have no idea what it was. But it is in service with some signal issues that you must be weary of. But yeah, there's two different routes on the west end, the high line and then the low line. The way to get between these routes is you might see some posts along the sides near the signals, or where the signals would be, that have little clap buttons on top. Those are for flipping switches to some of the different routes or yards, wherever you might need to go. Hey everyone, it's Railroad Bronies. Check out his channel on YouTube. I'll put the links down in the description. Good to see you, and happy rail fanning. Now we are entering Nelson Tunnel and ending up on the infield and main area of Los Angeles Live steamers. We first take the outside line around past the station, and then we'll end up under a bridge and go by the main area alongside Phil West Barn, which I will point out to you when we get there.
Gotta love the 1-inch. K20K is killing it. Wonder if I can make all this footage last to the new year. Running laps around us, you know? Ha.
As we go on the underpass, we pass through a creek, also by the 1-inch scale roundhouse and yard, and more importantly, this is the historic, quote, Disney alignment, where some of his original track from the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad was placed as part of a donation to LA Live steamers back in the 1950s when he decided to get rid of his 7.5-inch gauge railroad. Also, appropriately, there is the Disney barn on this side of the property. This barn was on his, as in Disney's, property on Carrollwood Avenue with the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad. Nice museum, including a original combine from Disneyland itself back in 1955. Now we pass by the Phil West Barn, a massive 3-level high barn filled with all sorts of equipment that is owned by members of Los Angeles Live Steamers. And we pass by the old station along the main line route and not through the station sidings this time.
You can tell where the K-28 of the gate is. Up the hill we go.
Right here is the straightaway before the hill to go on the High Line back around the far east side of the property. Once we're up there, then we follow along the driveway after we cross the driveway by the main gate for entrance of any vehicles for club members. And then we go up the mountain division, which we will get to shortly. Once again, we pass by the 1-inch scale yards and roundhouse, and of course the Disney barn. Then we get into the Old West mining town that was set up one year for Halloween, I believe, and it just stuck. Beautiful setup, and it makes things really interesting, especially when you're going around the curve towards the main gate. Once we pass the driveway, it is time to follow the driveway along with the main side of the hill, which has caused problems in the past, to charge up the mountain division. The mountain division is the steepest section of Los Angeles Live Steamers for a reason, and this doubleheader will tackle it easily. But first, we have to gain some speed and momentum to get up over the crest. that brings us right back to where we started on the low line instead of the mountain division. And I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And it was great seeing some friends of mine meet. We'll see you again real soon. And as always, this is Nate's Vintage Trains. Keep it old school. Jesus loves you. God bless you all. And don't forget to check out my playlist about Los Angeles Live steamers and any other miniature steam or locomotives that I have made. I have many videos about that, so please check those out. And thank you so much.